Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready. The Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Black 27. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Where we go?
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Wait. Tommy, rush in. Follow. 13. Check 13. Off.
Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deidrin Sanak with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Falcon first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Keep it up, keep it up. Check 26, check 26. Watch twitch.
They toss to Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 15. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Yeah, behind the wolf. Show. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. In on the stop, it was Trayvon Young.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready? Black 22. 27. Watch the slant. Check. Here we go. Even. Where we go?
They go play action. Winston. Going up top. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
No score after one on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ito Smith, his first carry, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Falcons
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He completes it to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Right there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 52.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He'll get it up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to run with Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they try to sweep to Jones. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Vamos. All day. Michael,
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
It's taken to the 26. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. But it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Being chased out left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll make it third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right there.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 54. 54. Coming this way. Here we go. Right there, 54. 54 Mike. So we got man. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check it.
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Freeman again. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
We own them. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Right.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Smith. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Past the 20. 33 yards that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Third and goal. Winston to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm here all day. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch the.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Safety's creeping.
This is Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Keep bringing it. Stay in there. Let's go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Oh, design run for their wideout. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Now back to throw. Jones has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 5. Steps away. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. On third and short, going with their tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are able to cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
On the counter, here's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Winston now from the 50. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turn.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Winston now. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston here to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Wait. Check right 27. Check right 27. What we got?
Off the play fake, Winston. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the